So let's talk about Tesla and their journey. What has most surprised or inspired you about Tesla's journey?
The thing that I find most inspiring, and I think it's rippled through the entrepreneurial pools and the venture capital pools and the private equity investors and now public investors as well, is the age-old wisdom born large here that all significant change in an industry and in a culture is led by new entrants. And Tesla really opened the door to say, formerly industrial, low gross margins, frankly unattractive industries can be radically restructured as a software-centric, services-centric kind of business model, right? Where it's all about the software stack. And that's true for Tesla, that's true for SpaceX. That's what fundamentally the company's value proposition is based on. And that I was thinking, well, gosh, what about construction, agriculture, energy, all these other, like with boring and with eventually robotics and construction. These are industries that haven't had radical improvement or change in a long time, think about how much excitement and energy there is in the automotive sector today, or in the aerospace sector. That wasn't here 20 years ago. Like, these were dead as a doornail kinds of places. Both, students that go into these fields were just like, oh man, am I going to go work on an assembly line in automotive? And like, there's nothing new, no novelty. And now it's, as you know, Tesla, the thing I'm most excited about the Tesla is the way it's catalyzed by decades, a transition that would otherwise happen much later. In terms of surprises, I think the data flywheel that is powering autopilot and full self-driving was not something I fully anticipated in advance. I don't know if it was an intuitive leap that just says, hey, let's have all these cameras in the cars from day one with the thought of eventually upgrading the FSD. But then lo and behold, it's a data collection vehicle all along, long before you've shipped software. And that's something Waymo and no one else has, right? So we're gathering more data by a factor of 10 every quarter than Waymo's had in its entire history. But that's pretty dramatic. Think about it again, process flywheel, getting more data to train a better model, and then makes your product better, right? It's really hard to, that's a really hard thing for others to catch up to.